Roads in the metro area are slow moving because of the snow and ice still on the ground now. And another big issue, abandoned cars. Cora Harlan begins our team coverage of the road cleanup.
Morning, Ken and Jenny. We've well documented the travels issues going home last night from work. It was a real mess, but we discovered some brand new problems as dawn broke this morning in Washington County. This is a live situation here at Cedar Hills Boulevard and Barnes Road, where this landscaping truck with a bobcat on the back of it has backslid into a bunch of parked cars here. We watched Jerry Hofer come to the rescue of one of his landscaping rigs on Cedar Hills Boulevard early this morning. The back of that bobcat trailer had slid into the Jeep that had pushed into another car and crammed all of these vehicles up onto the curb of Southwest Cedar Hills Boulevard near Barnes Road. Jerry towed his crew out finally. He does know a thing or two about winter driving, growing up in South Dakota.
The slickness is worse in South Dakota because we're closer to freezing and people aren't used to driving in snow, and you have more hills here. There's only 3 hills in South Dakota.
It took a loaded 4-wheel drive pickup with chains to pull the Jay's landscaping rig out of the mess of cars and up Cedar Hills to Barnes Road. Difficult commutes of Wednesday night ended abruptly for some drivers who actually left cars in the middle of Cornell Road, in one case with the blinkers still on. Other cars crowded to the curb. Early morning commuters had to actually drive by a nearby daycare bus left literally in the middle of Cornell Road at Cedar Hills. Were you walking to work or what?
Walking to the transit center.
So you lived back in here?
Yep.
Difficult time with the car and all the rest of that, huh?
Just too much traffic.
Too much traffic.
Yeah, faster to walk.
And we found plenty of people like this man, Scott, a Red Sox fan, who recounted his sordid trip to work last night after leaving his car on a Barnes Road shopping mall parking lot.
Yeah, I had to park it down at Market of Choice, hoof it all the way up to Sunset Transit Center, and then take the Max down into Goose Hollow to go to work. So which would have been like a 45-minute commute tops turned into about 4.5 hours.
4.5 hours if you were lucky last night. This is the scene on US 26 right now. There's still a few abandoned cars here. This is in the westbound lanes going up the hill to the zoo here. Time is running out for these folks. A lot of folks have either moved their cars. The tow trucks are active on the Sunset right now below the zoo, and time is winding down for these few remaining abandoned cars here on the Sunset Highway. Jenny and Ken?
Yeah, they're going to be facing some big fines if they leave them there and they get towed. Okay, thank you, Cor.
While Cora's in Washington County, our Brent Weisberg is in Portland, where a pileup on the east side of a road blocked a lot of people out, and many folks are calling for a tow. Brent?
Ken, good afternoon to you. The Clackamas County Sheriff's Office this morning is asking for as many people to safely get all of their abandoned cars off of the roadway, and there is some relief coming. Take a look. This right here is some gravel that was just put down after this 10-car pileup. Look at this. There are still cars here littering this street. Look out! Look out! This video, shot by Clay Buck, shows just how helpless drivers became on the hills near Mount Scott.
We started coming down the hill and it was pretty slippery.
Each impact echoing throughout the neighborhood. The end result, 10 cars smashed, several others abandoned.
I'd likened it to a train accident. You know, I've never seen anything like that.
Josh Sedin watched the pileup from his home.
Cars were sliding down, and some of these larger vehicles were coming down the road at what we thought was about 25 miles an hour.
Snow tires, chains, and 4-wheel drive proved to be no match for Mother Nature and gravity, even hours after this storm.
I tried to get my friend over here because he need to work. And I said, I got 4x4, but they don't make it.
For Nick Tysney, there was no greater sense of helplessness than watching each car pile up. As his vehicle slid down the hill, he could only hope it didn't hit a bystander.
That was probably the most fearful thing I was running through my head. Thinking about other people out there that were trying to get out of their cars in time before people started colliding.
Well, you are taking a live look right now at northbound I-205 just before the Johnson Creek Boulevard. The Portland Police Bureau tells us during the height of this storm, the emergency dispatchers in Multnomah County responded to 101 reports of crash. Ken and Jenny, back to you.